Oh, has the recording started? I don't know. It's a mystery. All right, everybody. I just wanted to drop in on this Saturday afternoon and address this one little thing. If you know me, you know I can talk forever. This could be a 3-hour video, but no. I'm going to keep this one as short as possible. I just want to address this one thing. My name is Alexandra Loves. I look at anti-racism from a spiritual perspective, meaning from within, not a religion or anything. I believe that if your focus is on it, then you have the answers, you have the healing, you have the power to do something within yourself, your families, and your communities. If your spirit is interested in these subjects, then you are meant to be engaging with them. That's where I come from. Hello, hi, I see you all there. Just give me a hello in the comments, or hearts or likes, just so I know you're out there and you're vibing with me. I also come from the perspective that engaging with racism, white supremacism, white guilt, dealing with the any subject that has to do with racism, that it has to be done in a healing and an empowering place. So, having said that, I want to talk about this one thing that comes up over and over again, and it is something that is actually very detrimental to us creating better circumstances around race. And that is people being inactive or not doing anything, or afraid to learn, or afraid to speak, or afraid to be an ally, or deciding to walk away because they're afraid of getting it wrong. So first, I just want to acknowledge that it's totally valid that you could be afraid of getting it wrong. Of course, if you see all the harm that's caused and you're starting to understand the history, and if you're seeing how hard people are fighting and like all the different ways others get it wrong on whatever level, whether it's an individual or a corporation or country, all right? Of course, there's that part, that heart inside you that's like, gosh, I really don't know anything. I feel like I don't know much. I feel like I don't have what I need to be effective, or whatever. And I've seen all this out there. I've seen all these people out there and all these corporations get it wrong and cause more harm. I don't also want to do that. I don't want to cause harm. And so one of the privileges we have, well, one of the privileges you might have is to just do nothing. I'm afraid of getting it wrong, so I just won't do anything. And that actually does contribute to the problem. So first, I just want to acknowledge, like, it's valid that you are afraid of getting it wrong. Of course, I understand why. But I also want you to know and acknowledge that not being in action, not doing anything at all, is contributing to the problem. Why? Because racism, white supremacism, all the related the oppression, all of that is part of a big, nasty, giant beast that is nourished by the very system that we're all living in right now, by our conditioning, by the system that we're in. It is alive, it is well, it is working the way it was set up to work. It won't just go away. As I've said before, it doesn't go away because we had a president who had dark skin. It doesn't go away because we get a verdict in a trial that we approve of. It doesn't just go away. It actively has to be dismantled, and it actively has to be dismantled not only in our communities and our legislatures and stuff, but most importantly, it has to be dismantled within each of us. Every single one of us, doesn't matter what you look like. The racism, the white supremacism, that is an infectious disease that comes from this nasty beast, is inside every single one of us. And if we don't work on dismantling that oppression, that racism, that white supremacism within ourselves, that thing that makes us say, I don't know what to do, I don't want to cause harm, I'm afraid, so I do nothing. If we don't dismantle that and engage with that, then we are contributing to the conditioning, we're contributing to the systems, we're contributing to the community and the society that's nourishing the racism, the white supremacism. So that is my message to you today, is that your feelings of being afraid and getting it wrong and doing nothing, they are valid. And also at the same time, that when you do nothing, then you're contributing to the white supremacism and the racism. And thirdly, that your most important work is the work that goes on within here, so that the work that you do out there matters as an effect and is effect. Oh, thanks for the thumbs up. I love those. And of course, put stuff in the comments. I'll answer questions if I see any in just a minute here, or if I see questions later in the replay, I'll come back and answer them. So, so my question to you is, how can you will you start to engage with yourself and find a way to get active, whatever that means for you? For some of you, it does mean going to protest. For some of you, it means going forth with an unlearning and then sharing with others. You always want to take people with you. It's not just about you. You want to take others in your community or in your family with you and invite them and encourage them and inspire them. If you really want to be a guide and a teacher, inspire. You can't hit people over the head with this, with anything. Inspire, be the example, show them, invite them. Don't have expectations, but invite people, right? So I want to ask you to, and somebody's saying, thank you for this. Yes, thank you for being here. So I want to invite you to dig in with that for yourself. How long are you planning on not doing anything because you're afraid of doing harm? How long is that going to go on? Now that you know, or maybe now that you're open to the idea that you're doing nothing is actually contributing to the problem that you care about, what can you do to be part of the change? Where can you start making baby steps so that you can be active? Okay. So I want you to ask yourself those questions. Okay. Last thing is, I am teaching a course called Beginning Learning Antiracism. And the 3 classes in that course are, Am I Racist? We dig into that, talking to stubborn racist family members and community, and top 5 things to do with racism. We start a week from tomorrow. Okay, so if you've ever wanted to work with a woman of color, here's your chance. If you ever want to contribute to the business of a woman of color, this is your chance. If you've ever wanted to be part of making the world a better place, I give 10% of my classes enrollment fees to kids that I'm helping support in West Africa who are orphaned and need support. Also, in my courses, these are 3 classes, okay? In my courses, they really are press and play and absorb. The way I teach is so that your wisdom opens up because you have it. My job is to inspire you and to open it up. So the way I teach, there's not a lot of to-dos, and there are a lot of things that you need to do and set aside hours and hours of time. You just need to receive the recordings and press play. And it's things that you can return back to at any time that's going to help you on this journey with the conversations you're having, with putting into perspective the things that you're learning, with understanding how to navigate this, whether you're following an activist or a leader, or you're reading books or within a work system that's having you look at racial sensitivity stuff or whatever. Okay, it's going to help you navigate all of that and give you some relief, and also healing and empowerment, because healing empowerment is part of dismantling racism and white supremacism. Healing and empowerment is part of dismantling racism and white supremacism. So yes, all of that you will receive in this course. I hope that you join us. It's next Sunday, so sign up. Spaces are limited. I'll put the link right here. It's also in the video. And was there one other thing I wanted to add? I can't remember if there's anything else I wanted to add. Look, you're going to make mistakes. It's going to happen. And yeah, there are some circles where you're making mistakes is not allowed. That's not the circles I hold, right? But you're going to come up against places where, like, your mistakes, you'll be chastised and all of that for your mistakes. It doesn't have to be that way. I don't suggest you hang out in those circles, but just know that we're all making mistakes. There's not a single person anywhere, from the person who's just now unplugging and learning, like, oh, I need to do something, to Angela Davis. We all are making mistakes, and we have to normalize that. Normalize that in your communities and with your friends and with your kids, that we're just going to make mistakes, and that the point is for us to keep learning and to move on. Okay. So somebody's saying, I'm looking forward to this. Your programs are so transformative. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can't see what your name is. For some reason, it's not showing me my name, just as Facebook user. Okay, that's all. I hope to see you all in Beginners Learning Racism next week. Bless you all. May your ancestors walk with you and remove all obstacles out of your way. And have a great spring. Okay, bye-bye.